All right, good evening. With that being 6 o'clock, we're gonna open up the meeting. The site plan review, Fairway Realty Trust, 625 Main Street. Continuation from last month. Sir.
Yes, sir. For the record, Chris Anderson with Hannigan Engineering. Here on behalf of Faria Realty Trust. We've been before the board several times now, going through various iterations to fine tune the overall design. But just to get ourselves back up to speed here, this is the proposed site development plan for a mixed-use redevelopment property at 625 Main Street. As you look at the plan right now in front of you, you have Water Street that runs along the top side of the page with Main Street along the left side. Currently, there's an existing old mill building. The applicant is looking to renovate the existing structure to incorporate a first floor level of commercial space as well as residential spaces on the subsequent floors. Since the original submittal, we've revamped the design to incorporate effectively an extension of the existing structure. We will be removing the existing steel feature and constructing a new component of the apartment building to provide an additional 10 units onto the building. Access to the site will be provided via a new existing entrance at Main Street.
I believe that.
Can't close the door. Well, you don't have to leave it open that wide. Don't have to shut it off.
What's his name?
Well, just leave it cracked open a little bit. Just the crack. Sorry, it's one of those open meeting laws.
No, I understand.
All right, sorry about that.
Sorry, I'll continue. So I'll speak a little louder as well. The existing entrance along Main Street is intended to be remained intact. This will extend through the site and to provide access to the parking areas for the residential component and ultimately tying into the Water Street component or Water Street frontage, if you will. Based on the residential components, we were required to have 22 parking spaces per zoning, 3 of those spaces being dedicated to visitors parking spaces. So we need total 22 spaces. We're showing 22. So providing compliance with the parking requirements. Relative to utilities, serviced by municipal sewer and water. Relative to drainage, we are reducing the overall impervious by about 3,700 square feet. So a net reduction, which will aid in the quality and rates of runoff leaving the site. There will be several catch basins located throughout the development, which will capture and treat the runoff prior to discharge into the municipal system in Water Street. We did provide a traffic analysis prepared by Vanessa Associates that reviews the overall development relative to trip impacts, peak hour rates, and sightline distances. All in all, it's expected about 106 vehicle trips per day coming from the development, with a total of apologize. 7 peak day trips per hour in the morning and evening hours being 9 trips per hour. So about 1 every 6 minutes or so. They reviewed the intersection and found that there'd be no significant impacts due to the low quantity of trips coming to and from the site. With that being said, I'll hand it over to the applicant who would like to review some modifications to the layout of the driveway entrances.
So basically, we came to the meeting for the traffic meeting last week, and we talked about not having the exit on Water Street. So coming from the Main Street in and out,
Yes,
and as recommendation from them. There was supposed to be like we can working having the new type system, the camera traffic control, so they can control the traffic better on from Main Street. One of those reasons why is that way I can have a better layout with the parking lot inside, so I don't have to have the exit on Water Street.
Okay,
And also, they're like trying to cut off, like people try to cut off from the exit lights right there to the building, so it's got it, you know what I mean? So that's one of those reasons I was trying to see if it's possibility.
okay, so you're gonna, the way you propose it, you're gonna come down Main Street and you're gonna turn into the property. It's gonna be a right-hand turn. Correct?
So turning into the property from the Main Street.
Yeah,
So if you're going towards the light northbound, you would do a right-hand turn.
be a right-hand turn into it. And
Correct.
then when you're gonna exit it, it's gonna be a right-hand turn also, right? Is that what we were saying?
So if we were to eliminate the Water Street entrance, that way would have to become effectively all directional. We would provide additional signage saying, do not block the intersection, driveway of similar nature. But that would have to be remained open for full traffic maneuvers.
I'm not understanding.
I am.
So if you're saying you're gonna exit this property, you're gonna be able to make a left-hand turn?
Or a right-hand turn.
Or a
Make a
right-hand
turn.
turn.
You can make a right or a left.
Well, that's,
Yeah.
That
What's
makes-
the, I don't know what we have
that-
traffic. meeting for.
that makes things worse. I think. I mean, because it's only, if you're gonna have to go across one lane of traffic and
Yeah.
that doesn't make any sense at all. To me anyways.
Well, that was my point all along. And obviously we didn't get anywhere with it. Either that or the traffic committee just doesn't understanding our poem. I will not vote for it with that entrance and out. Just so you know, just so everybody understands where I'm coming
So-
from.
So if they put the exit onto Water Street, that exit onto Water Street will be right-hand turn also only. Am I looking at this the right way?
So if Water Street was to remain intact, that can be either way. Right turn in and right turn out. Because if you want to get to the light, you can do a right-hand turn off the Main Street and hit the light and go whichever direction you would please. But it also works in both directions. Based on sightline distances and timing, based on the traffic report, you are able to make a left-hand turn to get onto Water Street to go towards the light, if that was to remain intact. But if we were to eliminate that Water Street entrance, like Mr. Ronaldo's had requested, the Main Street entrance would ultimately have to be an open
Yeah,
turn.
Understandably.
Yeah.
I don't understand their thinking.
Right on.
but can they
enter that way too? They can enter it. You know. Traffic usually shoots stuff.
I,
Just gonna wait.
What was the major concern? That was gonna be a cut through?
Actually,
That was the major concern?
not only that, like that way too, we can have better layout of the parking lot. Because we're gonna have to have that,
Well, I'll tell you right now, on exit and entering on the Main Street at that intersection is asinine. You sit down there and look at it. Tell me it's not crazy. Especially with not another egress into that parking lot.
well, anybody else?
No, I agree with Dale. I mean, you gotta have,
I'd like to see that the exit onto Water Street. I mean,
Of course.
that,
no-brainer.
that just makes sense.
No traffic engineer, but it's a no-brainer.
Yeah. I think one of the major hurdles, I think, I had a discussion with one of the traffic committee members that, about the updating the cameras down there. but it's probably something that we're gonna have to look into, get a little bit more information on what system they want and, what they're looking for, cost and stuff. I'm sure they shared with you that there'll be a cost to that.
Yep, we acknowledge that that's a cost. Looking through the traffic report, the trips taking a left out of the Main Street entrance are generally de minimis in nature. So we
Yeah.
could probably limit the left-hand turn for the tenants. But we would definitely need to have at least a left-hand turn pulling into the site, if you will. So if you're coming from the light, you have to unfortunately do that left-hand turn. But I think we could limit left-hand turns out of the site for the tenants of the,
Yeah.
building.
yeah. I think that's something that perhaps we're gonna have to discuss with them, and I'm gonna have to get some clarity on what they wanted. Because this doesn't make that much sense to not have that exit on Water Street, you know?
And I think, not to hold anything up, but although I'm gonna, if this is done properly the first time and your new tenants understand it right out of the gate, it'll become automatic. Instead of us trying to go back in 6 months and say, this is a disaster, what's the plan?
Yeah.
That's all.
But I think besides that, I think everything else looks pretty good. It really,
Mr. Chairman,
yes,
I just want to make a note that I'm not in favor of any multi-units going on until we get the sewer situation straightened out, and then a couple of other things straightened about our the fast growth of our town. So
okay.
I'm just not in favor of anything right at this time.
When was that new version?
I guess it's, do you guys, you want to continue this and we can talk, I can have a meeting with the traffic committee and see what they want, or?
Yeah, I'll do that with you.
Yeah, we'll reach out to the traffic committee again, schedule another hearing.
Even if
And-
it's an informal, I mean,
Yeah.
we can get together.
I mean, I really want to, I'd like to wrap this up next month,
Yep, no, understood.
and this has been going on long enough. And
Yep, and we'll touch base with DPW, make sure there's any outstanding utility issues in the area that need to be addressed. And we'll circle back with traffic. We'll add our traffic engineer to be at the meeting. That way, everybody who's very knowledgeable in traffic is talking about traffic
All
in a
right.
coherent manner.
So this site plan I have here shows that entrance on Water Street. Is there another one that shows it without it?
Not at this time, no.
All right, so you didn't do that yet.
We haven't done that yet.
All right,
We
very
submitted this plan
Good idea.
so that the board can look at the project
Yep.
as a whole, because we haven't really shown you a formal plan.
So the reconfiguration of this parking lot without that entrance, just what, adds 3 spots over there?
It would effectively just add three
All right.
3 spots.
Okay. So it's not, I mean, it's changeable.
It's an easy change to make from a site plan perspective, but it is a traffic concern that we
Sure.
want to bring to the board's attention.
all right, guess we'll see you next month then.
So I guess we would request a continuance to the November meeting.
Motion to continue.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Great, thank you.
I've got an informal, Jody Little of 20 Showbird Street, 11 Palmy Street. Hi.
Jody, this is my first time here, so not really sure about your procedures. But I'm interested in doing is changing a boundary line. And so there are 2 questions to you. One is, do you see any issues with that? And the second question is, what's the process? So I can show
The
you
first process is to hire a civil engineer
to do what?
to
The
do your-
survey?
to do your survey, and then I think you're gonna have to, as long as you're not gonna make a conforming lot non-conforming, You can't make something less, something better. You know what do you know what I'm saying?
Yes, so right
So
now,
are both lots right now, what are you trying to do?
okay, can I show you a picture?
Sure.
Just, sure is so much easier.
Does the house encroach on the property line? Is that the problem?
Yeah, so, okay, so these are two.
Yep. I'm looking at it right here.
Yes. So these are the first sheet has the two properties, right? But if you, so this is Longest Street, this is Sugar Street. If you look at the second page, you can see a little bit better. You can see this, the two properties. Right, so the house is facing Crowley Street.
Mhm.
And then the other property is Sugar Street, right? Now, the line you can see right now is right up near the house.
What are we talking about right here?
The line between the two properties is right up there, right at the house. Yeah, see it right here.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
It's encroached on it, so she wants to A&R it to get the clearance there.
But how about is that's the sidewalk going into the house.
So you wanna,
So instead of keeping it like breaking it like this, I'd rather just,
so you own that 5,500 square foot lot right next to it? Is that what you were looking at?
I own these two lots, the trust does, and what I'd like to do is just kind of this way, so it'll be one lot, and this would be the second lot. So it's that instead of, and that's the third page, so instead of having it go like this, but like that. So this lot, a new lot, here, would be reverse that. So this is it. Right here.
Yeah.
What I'd like to do is cut this. So this will be on the street, this, and shut it out, and then the Sugar Street one. This is Sugar Street.
So how many square foot would like you won't be able to
That
do.
400, which is the exact mirror of the Sugar Street. Which is exactly my question. When I'm looking at the
So you're gonna make that one, that's, what is that?
It's a residential,
Two, so I think 18,000 square feet per lot.
So that's exactly my question.
So you're gonna, that lot, you're gonna make into a non-conforming lot, cause you're changing it, so you're really not gonna.
Zoning.
Yeah. And then you're gonna have a problem with the zoning, but if you ever went back to build on that, they would say that it's a non-conforming lot.
Okay, so I do want to make it, I want to keep it a buildable lot. And so my question is, yeah, is that possible? Because like I said, if I look at, so you're looking at the lot, right? So it'd be like this, behind it is Chitney Street right here, and that's the exact same size. And there's a house.
And there's a house there, but it's existing.
Yeah, that's not.
Yeah, but it's
So it
existing.
they must have.
So it might, no, it might have been a lot that was there prior to zoning, which would have been like right around 1970-ish.
This one was also the same situation.
But I would reach out to a surveyor, civil engineer, and they might be able to guide you. I don't think you're gonna be able to do that.
And it's a zoning issue anyway.
Kind of,
Is that one issue?
I believe so.
Oh, but if it's not an A&R,
if it's not an A&R, which
You're
is
gonna have to have
approval
for
not
relief.
required,
If you can-
site plan.
change those lines, and both lots are compliant with zoning, we can approve the plot plan. If they don't comply, they gotta go to zoning and see if they'll let it fly.
So that's where I started, so but first, I need to have a civil engineer.
Eventually, you're gonna.
Eventually you're done, so.
Yeah, to get the boundary lines, you gotta know exactly where. Cause he's gotta play with it, so both lots.
And there may be a way to do
conforming.
it with an angled line in the middle or something,
Right.
or multiple angles.
So if this was your situation, where would you start? You would Yes, civil engineer or someone will talk to you.
And explain to the civil engineer what you're trying to do,
And they'll tell
so
you.
see if he can maneuver the lots to make them both,
Both
comply, conforming.
Forming's the big thing.
Warnings and legend.
Magic where you can't make it less conforming. That's what's gonna kill you at the zoning.
And then, okay, so you go to the zoning board and then back there after the work.
After they-
You may not. If you get a
You
civil
have to come
engineer,
back
he
here.
can draw it for approval not required, then you don't have to go to zoning. And it looks like it might be possible to me. Because there's no house on that lot, right? Yeah, so you could probably put an angled lot line in that. You get some frontage over here and lose some over here.
Okay, okay, thank you.
That'd be-
Mr. Chairman, on the next, I want to recuse myself.
Okay. On Isaac Lowe, 1181 Main Street.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Bill O'Neill is known for representing Isaac Lowe and Eric Shoggs.
Oh, this looks familiar.
Proceed.
Sure, yeah.
So what we have before you is really it's a copy of the plan that was done in 2006, 2005. And the property is presently owned by John Busno, who recused himself from sitting in on this. But this was approved back in 2005. There was 24 units that were approved, just never got built out.
26.
26. And, but never got built. So, Mr. Shabs and Mr. Lowe are interested in buying the property. They're having some resurveying work done. As some of you probably already know, some of this property is in Clinton, some is in Lancaster. The construction would happen in Clinton. And, but pretty much the layout, like the very last page, will show a diagram of the units. So they're 2-bedroom units. The second from the last page shows more, and the third from the last shows an exterior rendition of the house. Given that 20 years have elapsed, we figured we'd come before the board, get a pulse reading, things that the board is concerned about, things that you say, this is going nowhere. Well, we want to find that out early on, but so we're hoping to get some input from the board.
So it's pretty much the same project that was proposed.
Well, I think the opposite, the houses have been switched to the other side.
No, this is the exact same,
The exact,
exact, yeah, these are actually the originals from 2005. We haven't put our new plans together yet. We've been waiting on all the surveying and the topo and everything to come back. So,
it's just a rumor I heard then.
what's that? Yeah, it's been
Do you see much deviation?
no.
No.
In the building that is there where 2 or 3 businesses are in presently, that will eventually get taken down.
Sure. Personally, I don't have a problem with it. I mean, it was approved, but I know it was 20 years ago. I think something like that, a development down that end of town, I think it would be an improvement. And, you know, that getting that building down and cleaning it up, I think it would be
Yeah,
Definitely.
junk license.
definitely a move in the right direction for the town, so.
Same here.
I'm for it.
Anything that's, I appreciate the comments, but anything that you would recommend?
I mean, I think,
As long as they're 1 and 2 bedroom units.
Yep.
Um,
This is why I got on the planning board, because this is one of the projects that I was very, very well liked, but my opinion's a little bit different now. But I think it would be a very, very nice project. Because it would clean that area up.
Well, with all due respect to the current conditions, I think it would be a
Yeah.
substantial improvement.
But what side would these be built on? The side towards the shopping mall? Towards Shaw's?
Oh,
Or
to the,
On
to
the other
left
side where the
against
brook
the
is? Okay.
Yeah,
Closer to the Lancaster line.
oh,
Right.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
the road's on that side.
as you're pulling in, all the buildings are on the left. Yeah.
And any outdoor space you can create out there would be nice.
Yeah, we're gonna be a little bit limited with the conservation restrictions and all that, but it'd be nice that the units will at least be facing the brook and they'll have that in the backyard. Yeah.
Perfect.
Well, if I were you, I'd go for it, so.
Just a question in terms of, obviously, we're gonna have to go Conservation Commission. Is this something that the zoning board needs to see separately? Is it, or just, how does the order work?
I think it comes under us for
Special permit, yeah.
special permit.
Under special permit, okay.
There might be some new issues with the conservation, because maybe the laws have changed a little bit since 20 years ago. I don't know, but we have a new conservation agent. She started today, so
Oh, really?
hopefully things, when you guys do see her, that might move a little bit faster than things have gone in the past. So,
So that replaces, what's the woman that we dealt with in Kimberly? So the new
There's a new
person replaces
conservation-
Kimberly?
New conservation, yeah.
um,
Great. Well, one of the things we've been waiting on so much is flagging the wetlands and staking and surveying and all that stuff. So we should hopefully have that very soon, and then we can put our final plans together and do a formal meeting the next one.
Okay.
So, all right,
Good
thank you
luck.
for your time, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Moving on, Zaley Yusi, Cunningham Equities, 63 Union Street.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
It was great, seeing a couple of them last week over at Jacksonville, they were for date with Chief Lewis and Kevin. I'll share a little bit about that. A little bit later on, on the last page of this packet, you'll see that proposed design schematic for the plan discussed last night. Before I dive into some of the details about what's in the packet in front of you, I'd first like to talk about, yes, last 60 days, last 30 days, that we can talk about the next 30 days. 60 days, I was in front of this board, and we requested that we get more feedback, with the unit. Specifically, the fire department, more council aging, more books. In the last 30 days, there's been a number of overlaps between some of the concerns and some of the proposed improvements that a number of those groups had. Specifically, a couple of them we talk about here. The first thing that came up consistently was Union and Main Street gate access. Last week, we met on site. I believe we have a pretty good path forward to address that concern, which is a new emergency vehicle access gate. Again, that's what you'll find on the last page, the specs as well. The second was the rear alleyway drainage. We had some standing water between Jacksonville and the proposed drainage in Austin. We've since informed all of the improvements in the rear alleyway and full extent to the amount of water that we have now. As you know, we're able to tie in the Main Street forward. The line that improvement made in Main Street. What we're doing now is pumping that water up. 300 vertical feet, 1,000 lineal feet, so that it goes into our retention system. And to the best of my knowledge, that alleyway is dry, it's free of standing water.
We'll find out tomorrow.
Sure.
That's the best way to find out.
That's the thing. We have made those improvements. As we said we would last time. The next concern that we heard from members of the community is the deteriorated sidewalks, crosswalks, Main Street around that, the general location of our different properties in and around Clinton. We've engaged a subcontractor to perform the Main Street improvements, which is included in our order of conditions, as well as a number of other improvements to the actual site, James's Corner itself. We're planning to begin those improvements the first week of November, obviously pending coordination with DPW and fire police, but we're beginning those soon. The next concern that we heard from members of the community or folks that we met with that I don't know that we've talked about together is a lack of community gathering space in the town of Clinton. It sounds as though specifically for senior programs, there seems to really be a specific need that we heard from more than one group. Specifically, we heard that from Laura at the Council on Aging. So we've also been working with Mackenzie Maloof at Clinton Parks and Rec, who would like to begin a youth and parks and recreational program. We've earmarked a 5,000 square foot space within the Laney's Lofts development to work with Mackenzie, the Parks and Rec Department, and other groups to help give back some of the space with the community and have it be more of a truly publicly accessible location for recreation, for events, for really anything we want to use it for. And finally, the Council on Aging specifically shared that there is a big need for 55 plus senior housing. It sounds as though there's a 6-year wait list currently for senior housing in Clinton and in the surrounding areas. We've incorporated that feedback as well as other design improvement for the Laney's Loft project specifically. In the next 30 days, again, we'll be doing Main Street improvements. We'll be demolishing the loading dock and beginning the ramp construction at James Corner. And we will we'll engage a subcontractor to install the new gate at Main Street and Union Street intersection. The question that I have for the board this evening is whether or not they would be supportive of us continuing to develop and spending additional time, money, resources for the Laney's Lost project. Is that something that the board would like for us to do?
Well, I think it's too congested down there. I wouldn't vote for it.
Okay.
Right, so I don't know about anybody else.
Yeah, I feel the same way.
Congested with traffic, is that something?
It's the whole thing in the back is just a mess and it's just gonna get worse. So,
Thank you for your.
no problem.
So to see how the gate works and that drainage is gonna work. It's always been flooded down there, all this.
Congestion, same thing.
Okay.
It's Tom.
I think, I agree. 2 months ago, I was in the same exact thing. We had non-compliant parking. Nobody was following their signage. Nobody was following designated traffic patterns in and around that site. Since then, we've installed a new camera system. I believe we towed more than, we continue to tow people. And people are now starting to follow our traffic patterns. They're listening to the signage and we're seeing more compliance with the actual traffic patterns on site, which has helped alleviate some of that congestion.
To start.
I'll just say that I'm not opposed to what you're proposing down there at the lofts, but I definitely want to see some closure to Jack's Bill and making sure it's where we need to be before we get into permitting another project right there.
What specifically are you looking for?
Finish. Drain connected, finished pavement, everything 100%, just like I talked to you about at the gate meeting. That's where we need to kind of be, but for me.
It's kind of like deja vu with, with that project and.
I mean, I understand stuff drags, but
Union Street.
how long have we been at 100% COs there?
Gonna be a year.
Yes, it's May, so I mean, there should be some light at the end of the 100% tunnel.
What is 100% look like to you? Does it look like a gate being installed? There is a complete paving.
The water tied in, the drainage working properly, the ground's finished, all of it finished, like it's
Finished,
supposed to be in
complete.
the order of conditions before I get into looking at another permitting down there.
From my understanding, the only outstanding item from other conditions would be closing off Union and Main, which we intend to do in the next 30 days. We do have complete paving for all designated parking areas.
We need paving in the alleyway.
We can do that.
We need to see the drainage work. If it doesn't work because it's not tied into the culvert, it's still not working. So if it needs to work sooner than the town fixes it, then you guys can fix it and get it working if you're in that much of a rush. You know?
So we can pave it, we can continue to make other stormwater
See
efficient,
something.
but the ultimate, it's gonna be time in the town's system. Unless we were to be granted a variance with the Conservation Commission, I think we're the only building, in this area that I know of at least, that's pumping water up 300 feet to try and clear out our alleyway. We wanna do the right thing, I want that
Oh,
alleyway.
there's no doubt. I get, it. I know, I mean, there's definitely work being done, money being spent to get to the end, but I'm just not listening to it from the taxpayers anymore and not trying to permit another process, another building down there. I'm not dealing with it. I'll resign before I deal with it.
Gate, paving, drainage. That's what we want. Okay. I can do the gate, I can do the paving, and I can, make progress on the drainage, but we'll do the best of our ability for that, but, if I'm understanding or I'm hearing you, you would not be supportive of the project until we're able to achieve those things.
That's just my opinion, so.
I'm not supportive at all, so.
Me either.
I'm not right now. I'm not, and it's just the way things are going down there with the future of the rest of Jable, from everything I hear, which is, probably rumors that you guys are looking at buying the rest of Jable and people coming up to me and they want to put more apartments in there too, and so it's,
I don't know anything about that, I deal with what I know today.
I hear you. I'm just saying that's the scuttlebutt, so let's rein it in a little
And
bit.
you've been here long enough to understand Clinton too, so.
And I get it. Like I said, I want to remember names, I want to cause a lot of issues. I do work. we build apartments.
Let's finish some stuff.
Gate, paving.
Oh, it's the first I heard of it.
Did you say landscape in jail?
No, just do all the site improvements, just finish them, what else did I? I'll have to go through there again. What's happening in that part? This area, I guess it would be right now. Is that just staying dirt until you decide what's gonna happen with that building?
Pavement down there as soon as we get approval.
I mean, that's the kind of, yeah, all right. I just wanted to know if that was in the works. I thought it was. I thought we talked about that prior. I thought we talked about that a while. I know we talked about it a while ago, and I figured it was the Concom. so.
We did our original parking.
Yeah.
Just before the thing.
Yeah, it looks good. Yep.
Our own lot is usually pretty empty, but people have places to park. I'd love to pay that too. I'd love to make that second. For.
I know the maintenance man wasn't too happy with the end result of the gate, so I don't know how you're gonna make out with him. The gate. No, yeah, he's something.
I think that idea would be great. That'll help alleviate some of the traffic that's going out currently at that intersection. We'll get that closed off. We'll work with the fire chief and, all of others as needed, but we'll plan on starting that sometime in the next 30 to 45 days.
Fair enough.
All right.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Good night. Colleen Harrigan, 363 Main Street. Three 63 Main Street, Colleen. Going once, twice. John Harrison, 5 Richmond Street. Shannon Citro. Jen Maloney.
No, 5 Richmond Street.
Oh, I guess not.
Hey, both of those.
Good, who are you? Which would be the old O'Connell's. Insurance building.
Owner's insurance.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay,
Tell us what you want to do.
we're looking to open up a small child care center, up to 10 kids, Monday through Friday, 7 to 4, down on 793 Main Street. We've already renovated inside, put a fence along the brook in a play area, so it's ready to go. On our end, we just need the state and the town to approve it.
What ages are you?
Infant to age 4, so. And there's parking in there.
Yeah, it's plenty of
Plenty of parking.
Yeah.
You have like.
Just a little backstory real quick. So I'm Shannon's husband and my mother owns the building. We came to the town back in May, talked to the town clerk, registered the business with the town. Jimmy Salmon signed off on it. And then they pretty much told us that the state controls daycares, which we already knew because.
Yeah,
they
I
both
run a home daycare
at the
now.
house.
Yeah.
So they're pretty much like, all right, we don't really have much to do with it. We just need to know that you're
Yep.
operating a daycare down there.
So the whole building is gonna be occupied?
No, if you look at the highlighted floor plan,
Yep. All right.
it's 3 rooms. There's an existing hair salon. And then there's a storage room on the back side of the hair salon.
So that's staying.
Yeah, none of that's being occupied.
So you're just gonna be in the part with the insurance.
Where the
company.
insurance was, yeah.
Yeah.
So long story short, we got everything ready for the state and I had to get the smoke detectors inspected. And I talked to Chief Lutz and he said, you haven't talked to the planning board yet? I'm like, nope.
When it got signed off back in May, I thought I was good to go with the building.
So we came back to the new building inspector because Jimmy Salmon retired. He said, yeah, you need to go in front of the
Architect.
planning board and get a code analysis from an architect. So we did that. And the only thing the architect is requesting is emergency illuminated exit signs with lighting battery backup.
Yep.
That's pretty much all he asked for. So
And the hours are from.
7 to 4.
7 AM to 4 PM, Monday through Friday.
It's in the commercial areas.
It's usually not dark then, so
I'm sorry.
it's usually not dark then, so they have more light.
Yeah,
up.
no, I
wanted that.
and the kids can't read exit signs.
Yeah, exactly. All right.
But that's what he said was required to bring it to code. So
We need exit signs at the exits
Yes. I know.
anyway,
Yes.
not hardwired, but it's
I
fine.
think it's a great idea,
Yep, definitely.
really.
All right, in the form of a motion, oh, we gotta,
This is a public hearing. Any public hearing comment? Anybody? Okay.
all right, so in the form of a motion, Mr. Chairman, if there's no other comments, I would recommend a change of use for room 1A, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
I'll second the motion.
All in favor?
Hi.
Aye.
To a child daycare.
Good luck.
Thank
All
you.
right, Thank you.
Thank you.
That's the one.
Thanks.
Mr. Chairman. What I'm doing is.
Formality, regular meeting?
Sally's house.
Elena Condon, 678 Main Street.
Good evening.
Hello.
I have some thoughts for you guys. I think that I wanted to do one. This, it's real good. It's real good.
This application, give that right to Laura.
Oh, you've got it?
She takes the applications.
This one really is the this one. Oh, yeah. Right?
All right, you're here informally. What are you trying to do? What's going on?
So, we saw a farm, another place, and then my story is, I came over here for visit my friend, she have a cancer. And then I rode over here, around over here, and then we saw the place, it's there. And then we stop by and then we see, and then we will be married November 15. We need to start one business for us. We sell back another person. And then we have to, use a space. And then we stop by and then we like a lot. And then I think John, his name is John. He's giving to us the plant.
Okay,
This is the gas station, the old gas station on Main Street.
yeah.
I believe the former building inspector was gonna condemn that building, wasn't it? The floor was caving in. Wasn't the
Have you been
floor
in the
caving
building?
in?
Yes.
Is the floor still messed up? Is,
Yeah, it has some space over there, but we brought some people over there and then they will be fixed.
okay.
Everything over there.
How many, first off,
How many cars?
not worried about that.
Okay,
Let's talk about the building.
okay.
You want to open up a car dealership,
Yes.
right?
Mhm.
So first thing you do, you filled out the application
We did.
and then this is gonna have to go to become a public hearing, because right now you're only here informally,
Okay.
okay? So you're gonna, are you gonna use the same drawing?
Yes. But we have to fix some space over there. I think we.
So you're gonna have to get an updated site plan. This was from 2014,
Yes,
so it's 11 years old.
yeah.
So some things down in that site have changed.
Mhm.
Or could have changed, might not have, I don't know, but you're gonna have to do your site plan review. You're gonna have to label where you're gonna have your cars, where you're gonna have your employee parking, what you're gonna have for lighting on the outside. And if down the road, if you want to put up a sign, you're gonna have to ask for a permit for the sign, depending, okay?
Mr. Chairman, if I could, don't we have a moratorium on cars
No.
selling? Because that isn't,
That ran out.
right, but isn't the building inspector and the select woman redoing the,
We're,
to get,
We're-
to even to apply for one, you're gonna have to go through them.
No, but it's not,
No,
right now, it's
we're-
still the
Well,
old
it-
way.
You have to go through the
you
selectmen.
still have to go through the selectmen for
You have
the
to go through the selectmen.
cars.
Exactly, but
Right now.
They're
because
putting a lot
we
of-
we have a committee,
yes, all right,
and
That's what I'm
I'm actually,
you're on,
I'm on it.
okay.
And what they're doing is we're revamping some of the rules and regulations for the repair places
Yes.
and in the car dealerships.
Okay,
But
that's why.
we're still in the process of revamping, so everything is still under the old thing, under the old rules. So there was a moratorium last year, but that was up.
So are we still first come before the selectmen?
We still have to do the site plan review.
Okay.
And then after, if we approve it, if we don't approve it, we determine the number of cars that they can have. And then they approve the number on the license,
Right.
so.
Perfect.
Don't be greedy on the number of cars, because that was a problem lot prior.
Yeah.
So,
So we wanna make the place it's clean and then beautiful and nice to, you know.
Anything-
Make it see it's beautiful, also people drive over there and see it's nice and clean, nice and. We wanna be.
I wish I had a penny for every time I heard that, but maybe you can keep that.
All right.
See Lourdes, she'll get the application, you can go from there.
All right.
And then get that updated and get your number of cars and da.
So good one.
Hopefully we'll see you next month. We still have plenty of time. Nancy Diverge, 289 Main Street.
Yeah.
Diverge.
Paul. Good evening, gentlemen.
Oh, excuse me.
A quick question. Don't they need to put this application with the board, the board of selectmen? Is that what that is?
Yeah.
So that's separate than what I'm gonna work with them,
Yeah.
right? Okay.
We're for the site plan review. They have to go for the car
To the
dealership.
park. Thank you.
Sorry about that.
That's okay. Good evening, gentlemen.
Good evening.
I believe she handed out handouts for you already.
Yeah, what
Uh,
the hell did I do?
289 Main Street, where are we talking? Is that the corner of Arthur, Front Street and
Yes.
Main Street?
yes.
That big white house?
Yeah, I think it's in. Oh, no, I'm sorry.
Right, gray, white.
No, but you're right there. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to open, Sally's house, which would be a sober house for women. Which is like, basically, people go into rehab, people who are trying to get well, trying to find a place to live after leaving detox in rehab. The transition just isn't working. So when people are coming out of these places that are really, they're really structured, with no structure at all, going back to their regular homes, it's failing. And, I've been, doing this for over 30 years. I've been in recovery for 33 years. And, I help a lot of people. And it's been my dream to do this since 2020. In 2020, during COVID, I was bringing groups to help the women in a rehab at Serenity House in Framingham. And there were 16 women outside of these meetings, 16 women under 30. One is still alive, only one. So, I was able to purchase this out with a business partner and purchase this house with Live Purpose. And I don't have the full writer from the program that I'm trying to implement, which would just give a little bit of structure. It would make sure that they can have sober people like myself in there, a house manager. I would be like the director, making sure everything is working and they're going to meetings, getting a sponsor, getting a job, being out in the house, doing all the right things. There's a whole thing on here on weekly chores. It's just a little more structure until you move out on your own.
Sure.
And I've noticed a much higher success rate than if somebody doesn't go there by like 80%. So that's what I'm proposing to do. There was a law that was just passed this spring on opening sober houses. And I had spoken to Gary Smith, trying to get the occupancy and do it all the right way. And if there's anything I'm missing, let me know.
I read through the handout that you gave him. And right off the bat, I think what you're doing is great.
Yep.
And
Fantastic.
I think our community could definitely use something like that. But I think I just have a couple questions. Are these individuals gonna be driving? Because there's not a lot of parking in that place.
Yeah, no, there's a problem with it. I don't know who's numbers it got. Maybe 4 or 5.
4 or 5, and that would probably be for staff, I would think.
Well, no, I mean, there won't be that big of staff.
What are you gonna have, like, one person there 24 hours a day?
There's one person there 24 hours a day, and then I literally live on Ash Street around the corner. Yeah, so I'd be there in a heartbeat, and I'm there, gonna be there quite a bit.
And then,
So I don't need a parking space.
how many people would you think you'd be having live in the house? I think it's a 4-bedroom house.
Oh, no, it's a 7-bedroom house. It's a huge, there's a lot of bedrooms. It's 2.5 baths, 7 bedrooms, literally a huge living room, kitchen and dining area.
Okay.
It's a massive house. It's
Can you look
completely
at it?
redone.
'Cause I think it's
Yeah, I've
It
seen the
doesn't look like
picture.
it's all-
So how many people do you think you would have in
It's
there?
what?
12?
289.
Some of those rooms are huge. I mean, you can bring people in, but we're not gonna do that. But between 10 and 12 is what we were thinking. Oh, like I said, that includes the living person.
Main Street.
And they have a program, and I gave you like, this was a quick draft on the health rules. I mean, it's just a way of keeping people in check and,
The bedrooms keep coming up. You'll see the bedrooms right there. It's the bedrooms 4.
I still haven't gotten I wanna get the inspections done, I haven't had any of that done yet.
Right.
What about,
8 rooms total.
Most women at that point that go in there will not have licenses.
okay, well, I'm just curious, because there's not a lot of parking, there did be people parking on the road, and Main Street's a very busy street, da, da, da.
See, it's listed as a 4-bedroom. So
It's not.
this is,
I know, but
we
that
just looked
you-
it up.
I
And the
mean, I
town
think
has
that,
a 4-bedroom
I think,
If you
unit.
come see it,
I think,
I'm just saying,
I think when you have your inspections done, they're gonna require some stuff, even if.
do you have a sprinkler system in there?
Bedrooms,
they just renovated everything in
There's
there.
no sprinkler.
no sprinkler.
I don't believe there's a sprinkler system.
I'm just, what we're looking at is what the town has, and it has you down as a 4-bedroom.
It's honestly been,
Well, you're gonna
Well,
have to do
the
some.
fire department, the fire
Building
department's gonna have to do an inspection, and the building inspector will have to, because it's a change of use as well.
Well, it's not that it's a change, I mean, it's in a residential area, but it is residential use
Yeah,
in a
but-
sense.
I think the state bylaws allow it in any area.
Yeah.
It's gonna be, you have the, according to
gotta be
this,
compliant.
it just changed.
I think your biggest hurdle won't be with us, with the planning board. I think it will be with the building department and the fire department, because I think the fire department minimum smoke detectors and maybe some kind of,
I have fire extinguishers on the door, I've got a.
well, you'd have to.
You'd have to reach out to the
Reach
chief.
out to them and
Yeah, I have.
have him do an inspection, and
I
then
did reach out- yeah, reached out to-
Same thing. Same thing with the building inspector. If there's, you might have to put a second egress in.
Yeah.
Who the heck knows? I mean, I think it's a great idea, and
I don't know why it's listed as a 4-bedroom though.
It probably was at one time. They got permitted, it never changed.
You ask the building inspector to pull it up, and he's gonna show you exactly what we have on his computer from the town. It has 4
yeah,
bedrooms.
it's from the tax.
So if things are gonna have to change, if you need a second egress, if you have to put in, so for people to get in and out,
I don't think getting any grief from this board. I think it's a wonderful idea.
Yeah, no,
Thank you.
but that's
you
the,
just gotta get your stuff in a row with the building inspector and the fire chief.
Gary Smith.
Yeah,
great guy.
Yeah.
Just,
have
No,
them go up
maybe
there
have
and
them
take
go
a
up-
tour of it with you.
Yeah, he said he's gonna come out with the fire.
Good, to get that and then.
Get that first.
you're gonna have
Trouble
to
here.
change it with the town assessors for the bedrooms and stuff like that.
Who I speak to about that.
That's David Bear. He's right on the first floor. If you come in the
I
building,
think the building inspector would relay to him.
well, yeah, I'm saying,
Take care of the building inspector and the fire department first. Get them on board with you, and I would hope everybody go right along with you.
Okay, all right. Thank you
absolutely. Good luck.
Thank
Good
you.
luck.
Thank you so much.
Mr. Watson's on it.
Here. Said sign.
Is that-
Oh, I gotta sign it?
I think you did.
Oh, did I?
Well, there's 4 people that signed it. Well, you weren't here then.
Oh.
You weren't here. But I reviewed the minutes from the meetings last month.
I'll make a motion to accept the minutes from the meeting from last month.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And then the only other thing, Paul, is that letter from Big Dad. I did
Yes.
not reach out to Adam yet, but I plan on making time for him this week.
All right,
And
well,
I'll give you
that's,
some-
time is of the essence for
Yep.
that, because 30 days is clicking.
I just wanted to send him the copy of the letter before I talked to him. So,
I get that downstairs if you wanna.
you got it digitally? Oh, it's in my email. I got it.
Yeah, I mean, I got it printed out on my desk.
Teachers could have again. Yeah.
So I think that's it.
I make a motion to close.
Anything? Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
What is this, an